Namaste, my love. Welcome to our first yoga class and my first ever in English. Like I told you, it would be good if you would have something like a yoga strap. So maybe a belt would be fine, or just anything that is pretty long. See if you have something like this, and if not, you'll be fine anyways. Okay, so today we'll begin lying flat on our backs. So make your way down there, take your time. And when you arrive, allow your legs to be pretty much open, maybe like mat distance apart. Your arms beside your body. And before doing anything else, just take some nice deep breath in and out through your nose. And feel the support of the earth carrying your body weight. Notice what kind of body parts are connected with the earth. And see where your breath travels to. So maybe your breath is traveling into your tummy and your belly is rising with every inhale. Maybe your lungs are expanding with every inhale and contracting with every exhale. Just notice where your breath naturally flows to. With your next exhale, consciously release every muscle in your face, in your hands, and in your upper body. And then slightly begin pointing and flexing the toes. So your toes towards your face and then away from you. Really get into this movement as much as possible. And notice how your body is moving just by this little motion. Continue to breathe deeply. And then let this motion go. And with your next exhale, bend your right knee towards your chest. Grab your knee or your chin. And then slightly pull your right leg towards your chest. Your left leg is straight. And both toes are active, means both toes are pointing towards your face. Allow your shoulder and upper body to relax and melt into the floor. Take 4 deep breaths here, especially in the area of your tummy, your belly button. And with every exhale, allow your hip flexors to relax. Let gravity do the work here when you are getting really heavy in your arms and your elbows. One last deep, 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 deep breath. And exhale, release your right leg, straighten it, and maybe feel the difference between left and right side. Inhale and exhale. Bend your left leg, grab your knee or your chin. Activate both toes again, and with your next exhale, become heavy in your shoulder and your arms. So once again, gravity will help you to get deeper into this stretch. Really be active in that right leg, firmly pressing it down into the earth. And returning to your deep and conscious breath. Relax the muscles of the face here. To breath. Activate your toes again really consciously. Maybe pull your left knee a little bit closer to your chest and exhale, release, straighten your left leg. Take a deep inhale into your belly and exhale, feel towards your hip and leg area, maybe what changed. And then pull both knees into the chest. See that your lower back is flush with the mat. And then give you a nice little hug here, maybe roll a little bit from side to side to give the lower back a little massage. And then depending on how your back feels today, you can either just roll on one side and help yourself up into a nice seat, or grab into your knee area right here. I don't know how it's called. And then with your activated core, you can find some nice rock and roll for some kind of time along your vertebrae. And then come into seated, cross your legs. Inhale, reach your crown of the head to the sky. Roll your shoulders a couple of times. Maybe your neck too. And then help yourself into tabletop position. So roll over your chins. Spread your fingers wide as possible so you have a good foundation. Place your hands right underneath your shoulder. Your knees are hip distance apart, chins are parallel to each other. Feet are flat on the ground. And then to begin with, press into your hands, press into your knees and your feet. Lift yourself up from the earth. Really be active here. Push your upper body in between your shoulder blades and see how your neck is positioned here. So we don't want your neck to hang or to be crunched. See that your head and neck are a part of your spine. So really be conscious here. Pull your shoulders back, be active. Pull your belly button into your spine. So even though you don't move here, you feel really activated in every bone of your body. Breathe here deeply. And with your next next inhale, drop your belly, pull your shoulders back, open your chest to the front, cow. With your exhale, roll, beginning from the lower back into your cat position. Really press yourself away from the mat, chin towards your chest, round into your cat position. In your next inhale, once again, drop your belly, open your heart to the front, take your head with it, and exhale round with every vertebra in your cat position. 2 more like this. So with your inhale, open yourself, pull the shoulders back. Exhale into your cat, really press into your hands to get the maximum out of it. Inhale, open yourself, really put your sit bones to the sky. And one last time, cat position. Come back to neutral spine now. Maybe come up from your hands, depending on how you're used to it. Circle your wrists, move your fingers. And then come back to tabletop. Curl your right toes under and slide your leg back to the end of the mat. Toes are still on the ground, and find some little movements back and forth to activate your foot. Stay really firmly pressed with your hands in the ground and be active in your center when you use your next inhale to lift your right leg up parallel to the sky. And with your exhale, knee to your chest, round again in your spine, and place your right foot in between your hands. Really be conscious about placing your foot so your knee is right above your ankle and your knees is not spilling over your toes. So be really mindful. And pull your shoulders back, open your heart to the front again. Pull your right hip slightly back so your hips leveled. Breathe deeply. Come onto your fingertips, or if that's not really possible, you can still lift yourself up and put your hands on your leg. Really try to be connected with your center so you don't sink into low here, but can lift your upper body up. You can still sink into your hips, but don't lose connection to your core. And open your chest here too. 2 deep breaths. Inhale, length, exhale. Bring your hands back to the floor. Move your right foot over to the right side of your mat. Place your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Stay here. And if you don't really feel a difference, you probably do, right? You can put your right hand on the inside of your right leg. I don't know if you can see it, but I guess just try. And you can roll on the outside. You can roll on the outside of your right foot and open up here. This is a little bit advanced, so it's totally fine if you stay in that lizard variation, what it's called. Press yourself away from the earth once again. Check the position of your knee and your foot. Left foot is firmly planted to the ground and connected to the ground, so put a little pressure in there too. 2 deep breaths in your tummy area. And then curl your left toes under. Lift the knee from the ground. And then with a little bit of core activation, place your left foot on the outside of your left hand into your deep squat. So here are some variations depending on how deep you come with your feet. It may be that your what's that word? Your heels are not touching the ground, which is totally fine. Some yoga for the feet. If this is just not possible for you to sit right here with your bum in the air, you can come to the ground and do it here. Though I really, really advise you to try this variation with the hips into the air. Press firmly in the outside of the foot. Place your hand in front of your heart, and then with your knees, press into your upper arms. With your upper arms, press into your knees. And if you have the tendency here to round your back, like this, like a turtle, use your next inhale to press yourself up. Lengthen the spine and be active in pressing your hands together. And return to that deep conscious breath. Two breaths here. I actually read an article just lately that it's advised to spend at least 30 minutes every day in this position. We're not going to do that now though. So inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release the arms, put your hands in front of you, and then slowly put your sit bones to the sky, lengthen your legs. Be generous with your bend in the knees, like really give yourself some space. Put your feet hip distance apart to the ground, and then with your exhale, release your upper body to the ground, crown of the head reaches down. 2 deep breaths here. See if you need some extra space in your lower back, then bend your knees even more. Get a grip of the opposite elbows here and find some nice movement from left to right. Stay firmly planted with both feet into the ground. Release your head, maybe some little yes or no shakes with your head. Come back to the center, release your arms. 5 deep breaths here. Plant your feet really consciously in the ground. Try to distribute your whole body weight in the whole foot. And then with your inhale, slowly, beginning from the lower back, roll it up into standing. Your shoulders and your head are really, really heavy, so they naturally come up last. Activate your core once again. And then slowly find, oh, my head is cut off. Slowly find yourself in a standing position. With your inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Grab left wrist with your right hand. And then pull yourself over to your right side. Inhale, with your exhale, come back to center. With your left hand, grab your right wrist and pull yourself over to the left side. Inhale here, exhale back to center. Reach for the sky, come onto your tippy toes. Really activate here. And with your exhale, come down to the feet and slowly bend your knees. Come back into your forward fold. Place your feet once again, mat distance apart. Toes are slightly pointing out. And then lower your bum. I don't know another word for it now. Come back into Malasana, the yogi squat. Lengthen your spine here. Exhale, let your knees outside, really active. Just release your hands, plant them in front of you. And then step your right toes back into your lizard. So once again, be really mindful of placing your left leg. You can either be active in that right leg or place the knee down to the floor, right toes flat on the ground. Two deep breaths here. Relax the area of your hip and belly. And then put your feet back into the middle. Frame your foot with both hands in your low lunge. Either you come up onto your tippy fingers, or you can, if that's not really an option for you, you can again push yourself up into your upright body. Once again, be really mindful. Activate your core, pull your shoulders back. Be active in both feet. When maybe you release more in your hip area. With every inhale, find space, lift yourself up. With every exhale, let go of tension, especially in the hip area. Really be active in your core. So pull your belly button into your spine, really, really consciously. Inhale here, exhale, release your upper body, put your hands beside your foot, and then step your left knee besides your right knee. Paint your yoga mat or the floor with both of your hands, and find your child's pose. If this is not comfortable for you with the knees closed, you can always do the variation. So big toes are touching each other and the knees are mat distance apart. And then you can wander your arms in front of you and then release your upper body to the floor. So see what variation is best for you. And then 5 deep breaths in this position to neutralize the spine, find length, and return to your natural breath. Exhale completely. With your next inhale, roll up, stack your spine, be really mindful. Shoulders and head, once again, really heavy. Come up last. Sit up tall. And then place your bum on the earth. I really need to see what else to say instead of bum. Place your feet hip distance apart, firmly on the ground. Grab in between your knees. Lift up your spine, lift up your chest, pull your shoulder blades together to open. And with your exhale, activate your core and roll slowly, as slow as you can, to the ground. Let your feet stay firmly planted into the ground the whole time. And when you reach the floor, reach your arms up above your head, lengthening both legs and stretch here in all of your, just lengthen here. Once again, feel the support of the earth carrying your whole body. Maybe rotating wrist and ankles, move finger and toes. And then bring your arms beside of your body. And now would be a good time. I really hope you found something you can use to get your strap or belt or whatever you found. Bend your right knee. And then take the strap. I hope you can see it. Yeah, I will just guide you with my voice. Take your strap, bend your right leg, and then place the strap on the sole of the feet. Really allow yourself to a lot of space when it comes to the where to hold the strap. And then try to lengthen the leg to the earth, to the sky, and see that you have a lot of length so that your arms are actually almost connected to the ground and your upper body is really heavy. So the only active thing actually that happens here is just the grip of the hands holding on to that belt. You don't really need to get this straight as me. It can look like this actually. Look how tight your hamstrings are today. Left leg is firmly planted on the ground, or if your lower back is like, no, don't, you can bend it and place your, actually that's the better version. I'm sorry for only giving it to you now. I actually advise you to do this version so your lower back is flush with the mat. Maybe you found out before I told you. And then once again return to your breath. Let gravity do the work here. Be heavy in shoulder. And if you don't have a strap, that's fine too. Just use your leg. Be active in your leg, which means pull your toes towards your face. Your heels actively pushing to the sky. 2 breaths here. And with your next exhale, gently bend your right leg. Lengthen both legs down to the floor. Feel the difference, if any. Place both feet on the ground, hip distance apart. Grab your belt if you have it. Once again, lift your left foot from the ground. Place your belt on the sole of your feet, and then slowly see how much you can lengthen this side. Allow your grip to be really low, which means your arms are almost touching the ground. Your shoulders can be relaxed. Slightly pull your chin towards your chest so your neck muscles lengthen. And then see how much you can bend this left knee or the left leg in general. Once again, be active in your foot. Point your toes towards your face, heel towards the sky. Right foot is firmly planted into the ground, lower back flush with the mat. 3 deep breaths here. Maybe lengthen your leg a little bit more. Deep inhale fully, and with your exhale, bend your left leg. Remove the strap from your mat. Lengthening both legs long. Feel into both legs and your hip and maybe the lower back area. Deep inhale, the biggest inhale you've taken all day. Fill your tummy and your chest area with new energy. With your exhale, bend both knees, put them in towards your chest. Grab your chins or your knees, and once again, give yourself a nice little hug. Maybe roll again from side to side to give your lower body a nice massage. Find stillness here. And maybe for the last active part, pull your nose towards your knees. Make yourself really, really small. Activate everything you have. Crunching your toes, crunching your hands. Maybe make this lemon face. And really, really be as tight as possible here. Taking the inhale you can. Hold your breath. Hold it. And with your exhale, release everything. Feet hip distance apart, toes spill out, arms besides of your body, hands towards the sky. Find your Shavasana. Maybe once again pull your chest towards, your chin towards your chest. Maybe pull your shoulder blades underneath your chest so you are open. And once again, take a deep inhale, rise your belly to the sky, and with your exhale, release everything into the ground. Close your eyes and allow yourself to be absolutely passive and let everything you experienced on your body or your mind level to sink in a little bit deeper now. Slowly deepen your breath. Inhale new energy. With your exhale, slowly bring life in towards your body by moving your fingers and toes really lightly. Pull both knees in towards your chest. Once again, with both hands in towards your knee or your chin. Leave your eyes closed when you either let yourself roll onto your left or your right side into that fetal position. 2 deep breaths here, really close towards yourself. And then help yourself up really slowly into your meditation, Sukhasana, cross-legged seat. Connect both sit bones to the floor, lengthen your spine, pull your shoulders back, open your chest. Bring both hands together in front of your heart, thumbs towards your heart. Inhale deeply. Exhale, leave everything beside, like everything on your mat you don't need anymore. Inhale, lift the corners of your mouth. And exhale, I bow to you. Thanks for sharing your time and your energy with me. And I say namaste.